Hey gang, I know Ed is also live right now. Oh, just disconnected my stand here. Ed is also live right now, so if you are interested in talking craft stuff or fish stuff, or if you want to see a more lively chat, go over to Ed's. I'm just about to make dinner, and I like cooking outside as much as I can. You know, all that jazz. I just got the griddle cleaned off from last night. If you guys didn't see that, I made kind of a mess, but it is what it is. Eric, Jeff, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, these are not culinary masterpieces. I'm using frozen burgers, but they're gonna be good, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? Jody, welcome in. Just went in to put the burgers inside for a minute. I got a couple tricks that I'm gonna do tonight, for lack of a better term. I don't know if really calling them tricks is fair, but I have to wait for the burgers to be cooked more before I get to that point. Because, yeah, so I gotta steam them a little. The lid act kind of as a basting. But yeah, I could talk about those tricks, I guess. So, one, you gotta toast your buns, right? But when you toast your buns, throw a small handful of shred down first and get that nice and like bubbly and crispy on the edges, and then you put your bun down on top of it and you let the bun start to toast, and then you flip it, you toast the top of the bun. And you can put cheese on both the top and the inside and the outside of the bun if you want to. On the other bun, I like to do this. I like to do cheese on the bottom bun, and sometimes cheese on the outside of the top bun. But on the top bun, because it's usually thicker than the bottom bun, I like to squirt this stuff on it. It's just like the stuff that the garlic parmesan that like wings are dipped in at most restaurants. That kind of thing. Check it out. Eric, what kind of bird is that? Black-capped chickadee? What kind of bird is that? He wants one of these hamburger buns. That's why he's eyeing me, because he saw me bring these buns out. They were on the bird feeder earlier, but... Oh, too far. Dark-eyed junco. Oh, we see those all the time, too. I'm not a birder. But yeah, those are a native bird to this area, absolutely. Good job, Eric. Bonus points. You've done a pretty good job. You identified the call of 3 different birds on one of my bike rides. Some of them are easy, like ooh, there's a hummingbird up in that tree. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. That's a hummingbird perched in the branches of that tree up there. I can hear it from here doing its little... Hummingbirds sound weird. But one of the birds I think was a red-winged blackbird, and they have a really distinctive call. So that's like a, you know, shoe-in, right? Yeah, welcome in, Henry, Jody, Eric. Probably Anna's, because it's still cold. I don't think we have Rufus up here. We get Anna's and ruby throat, ruby breasted, something like that. You might be ready. I'll give it another, like, minute. David, welcome in. He's hanging out by the bird feeder now. Or we could be creepy and watch the people in the park. Where'd we go? No bird there. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Vibes. Good to see you, Eddie. We got burger. Hey, Stan. Welcome in. So like I was saying, I'm pre-crisping, this is the bottom bun. Pre-crisping the bottom bun before I put it on top of this cheese. And then when I go to put the cheese on top, or you know, when I go to put this on top of the cheese, I'm gonna take the top bun, just a little bit of this stuff. I might need a little more than that. If you guys have had like the butter garlic burger from like Jack in the Box, that's kind of what this ends up tasting like. Just a little toasted. We'll do a little longer on that. We'll switch those up. Close it a little so it gets warmer. Yeah, but I got an adapter so it runs off of I can do either the little can or a big can. I want to get, like, I don't know. I'm not super into the oh, you can't see it from here. Bird. Not super into, like, what do you call it? Charcoal, I guess. But I do want to get a wood-fired stove at some point. Some of those are really cool. Like, not a pellet stove, like a hardwood. Let me go grab a plate. Don't want to dry those burgers out too much. Oh, dang, my whole... I wonder how much of that you guys got to see. Yeah, so this is not just the Adventure Ready Blackstone. This is the Adventure Ready with the... I can send you a link, Vibes. I think we have each other on, like, Instagram. But I spent $230 on this guy, and this one comes with a side burner, which I was like trying not to drop things, but here we go. Comes with a side burner, and this side burner has a deep fryer attached to it. For you, Vibes, I think you would really like that because you could put a stock pot on it, right? And do your like a not a full-size craw boil, but you could do a mini boil, or you could do deep frying stuff, right? Oh, that one's not quite done enough. Just leave it for a little bit. It's like wet. It's part of the problem, you know? Sometimes the bread doesn't do. But yeah, this is... Let me see if I can go find it. if I remember right, Eddie. Oh, I'm burning my glove there. If I remember right, I had to order this one from Walmart specifically. They were the only ones that carried this particular model. But comes with a fryer, comes with a thermometer for the fryer, comes with a basket and a handle and a lid and a slot for the thermometer and the lid. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but a slot for everything to go on. And I just got it because I wanted a side burner for when I go camping and stuff. But that's an option for all sorts of other things too, if you have a use for a side burner. Let's see, hope I didn't burn these. Happens sometimes. Ooh! What happens when you go get things for vibes, right? The front ones turned out good. Good thing I have another set of buns. Because those are burnt to a crisp, my dudes. It's unfortunate, but such is life sometimes. That's what I'm doing. Blame it on vibes. He's teaching me how to cook Cajun style, right? One of the reasons I really like this particular spatula is it's flexy, like just enough flex, and it's the right size to fit in the grease slot on the back of this. And also, it's only like $7. That's true. I probably should, Eric. Because they're gonna find it either way, right? Good call. So, let's do cheese first this time. Wasted this tasty sauce, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Ow. My spatula's fucking hot. There we go. Yeah, it's just that my artifact that everybody's looking for, right, Jeff? And you know what I'm gonna call the two bottom buns that I have in the morning? English muffins. They aren't. But honestly, I won't fucking care, right? Make a little breakfast sandwich with two bottom buns. Should I cheese the top? Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, totally vibes. I absolutely hear that. If I earlier this week I burned toast and I scraped, I like did that thing where you it with the butter knife first before you scrape it to knock all the burnt off better. And it did the job, you know. If you're low carb, don't come to my house. Sorry. It's not good for your health to come to my house. It's a bad idea. But the difference between these buns and the I was doing that to onion bagels, and onion bagels are worth it to me still. These cheap buns, I don't give a fuck. I had 2 other buns ready. I wasn't about to try and peel that burnt off. I don't care enough. The birds won't care enough. I put cayenne in their bird seed to try and keep the rats out, and the birds don't care about that. They're not going to care about a little burnt. Bear with me, because my internet's... Well, actually, let's wait for these to be done. I don't need to walk off just yet. So right now we're just cooking with the residual heat, which is not that much, but you gotta wait at least another 30 minutes. It's a long bike ride to Wisconsin, you know? But yeah, burgers. Do you want mustard on your burger? Damn, I got muskwort. That doesn't look significantly better, but honestly, whatever. I don't care that much. How crispy is the bun gonna get with the heat on? So, burgers. But bear with me. Let's just go check out. Not many clouds for a sunset today. Wonder if I like shade it. Yeah. If I walk too far, I disconnect from the wall. Beautiful evening. Hope you guys had a sunset where you were at. Sad buns. The birds will love them. Or the squirrels. Let's put them in the feeder though. Or actually, let's like hook them. Hook them onto these hooks. And I will be able to see from a window. Do we have any plants germinating yet? I'm gonna plant these wild onions tomorrow and some other stuff. Scallions and garlic and maybe some potatoes, but that's pretty much, yeah, that's it. So I got beans, I just had a bunch of seed packets and I don't really remember what all I did plant, what I didn't. But this thing, you like put your compost down in that hole and the worms, the tube has a bunch of holes in it and the worms go in and out. And then you got this thing that fills up full of like dirt water and stuff. It's always full, dude, because it rains so much here. And then if I pull this out, it lets all the compost fall down into that bucket. So then I can get like the excess compost and either recycle it back through the system or what have you. But yeah, it's been fun. I want to go eat. Hopefully I get all these beans. A bunch of them will germinate and they'll climb up this little like bird netting that I built. And, you know, we'll see from there. We'll see whether anything comes of this, but it's fertile soil. Better work, right? Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That was 30 minutes.